What do you need as a business owner? What do you need to feel like you're being heard? If it goes south, sis, if you've done your best, what more could you have asked for? Hello, bosses. Welcome back to my channel. I am Andrea Patrick, the BU Boss. And if you are an ambitious, overachieving entrepreneur who is struggling with that frustration, overwhelm, imposter syndrome, or just trying to scale your business, you are in the right place, because here I am teaching you how to create that work-life balance, find that intersection between your personal life and your business life so that you have a quality of life while you grow your business. And I'm teaching you how to put the BU in your business. And what that means is I'm showing you how to not only construct a personal framework and a personal brand, but how to then leverage what you've constructed across every area of your life so that you can find balance, you can manage expectations, you can create circumstances that are conducive to how you need them to be in order for you to do and be your best, all the things. So if that's you, definitely hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you never miss an episode, because that's what I'm serving up over here on this channel. Speaking of, we're talking about behavior change today. A lot of us as entrepreneurs, we are trying to do everything and be everything to everybody. And there are just some things that we are going to have to stop doing if we want to be successful. So that means we gotta change our behavior. And so we're gonna look at that today in the video. So definitely stick around to the end, because what I'm gonna share with you today is just words, it's tips that you can use, but I have an actual tangible thing that you can take with you and work on these issues and these struggles to get them right. But for now, if you are struggling with work-life balance, in the comments below, just type, yes, please, I want some help with this behavior changing that needs to be done in my business so that I can get it right. I'm actually going through something along the lines of a change myself, and I thought this would be the perfect time to share some of the things that I do with you. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. Listen, there are times in our life when we get to a fork in the road, right? We get to this fork and there really are only three options. You can either take the left fork, the right fork, or you can turn around and go back the way you came. Now, a lot of us choose the third option out of fear. We turn around and go back the way we came, thinking that we just can't do it. We aren't going to be able to go forward because we just don't know how to make the right decision. We're afraid to make the right decision. And we make that choice out of fear of failure, out of fear of success, or maybe we just make it because we don't want to make a decision at all, because we don't know how. We don't know how to change our behavior, to do something different, to get a different result. Today, I want to share with you my 5-point personal branding strategy to help you make better decisions, to create behavioral change for yourself, because I want you to find that intersection between your personal life and your business life so that you find work-life balance and you aren't so stressed and overwhelmed, and you can do your job or your business and have a wonderful personal life with your family and friends. All right, that sounds good. Let's dive right in. Step number 1, which maybe this video will be the catalyst for this. Maybe think about it a little bit, you'll finally do this. But the first thing is, sweetie, you have got to identify your pain point. What is the problem? Why do you think you are struggling in life? What do you think it is that is keeping you from getting where you need to be? Like, are you a procrastinator? Do you struggle with time management? Do you struggle with imposter syndrome? Like, what is the deal? Like, what is this pain point that you have? Where is this bottleneck happening? Find that. That's the first step. Recognizing that there is a bottleneck, that there is a challenge, that there is a full halt at this fork in the road that you just don't know how to manage. The second step is going to be to construct a personal framework. You've heard me talk about this all the time. I do have a video about the 4 pillars of your personal framework, and I also have a video that talks about 20 areas of your personal life, your business life, and your work life that a personal framework is necessary. So definitely check those 2 videos out. We will link them below for you so that you don't miss them. But the second thing is to construct this personal framework. Why? I've got it listed here because I want to make sure I get these reasons for you. The first one is it helps you to truly define who you want to be and how you want to show up in the world. That is like one of the biggest steps, right? If you're having a bottleneck, if you're struggling to change your behavior, think about, how do you want to show up in the world? Who do you want to be? Like, are you that person? If not, what's preventing you from doing that? Personal framework is going to help you figure that out. Also, a personal framework is going to help you set boundaries and manage expectations. How many times have you been working in your business and you are extremely frustrated or extremely overwhelmed by a client that you wish you never would have taken on? Right? Well, odds are, because you have not constructed your personal framework, you don't have boundaries. You have not set up the parameters in which you want to work, in which you want to manage the expectations of other people so that you aren't taken advantage of, that you don't have a problem saying no, that you have constructed those policies and procedures necessary to prevent some of the pains that happen with bad clients. Or maybe you figured out the best way to kind of qualify people so that you're not picking up the wrong dollar. Also, when you create or construct your personal framework here, you're going to identify triggers, those things that sort of set you off or make you frustrated and irritated or make you feel less than or bring out the worst in you. You'll be able to identify those things. It's awesome. And when you do, it minimizes stress. It minimizes overwhelm because you're not constantly being triggered. You've avoided those triggers as best you can because now you identify them, and when they're presented to you, you can avoid them, sis. Trust me. These are things I know. I'm not talking about stuff I don't know. I wouldn't tell you things that I have not tried myself. I have an entire audio file. I really think you should go check it out because I share with you my story and sort of how I came to like creating a personal brand for myself in the first place and how I've leveraged that personal brand. And I give you my 8-step strategy to fortify your business with your personal framework and to eliminate your competition. So that is down below as well. Grab it, sis. It's an audio file. You can listen to it on your way to work. Like, there's no reason that you wouldn't, right? All right. The third step that I want you to consider when you are trying to change your behavior, when you get to these forks in the road, this is the third step, and that is to set goals and create a strategy to achieve the goal. Listen, I know you've heard this. I mean, people have talked about this ad nauseum, okay? We all get it. Set a goal, make a plan. A goal without a plan is just a wish. We know it. We've heard it. Andrea, we've heard you say it 1,000 times. I know this. But trust me, people aren't listening because they're still out there struggling with how to find work-life balance and how to grow their business authentically without the stress of picking up the wrong dollar. People are doing it every day. You might be doing it. You might have clients right now that you wish you could throw away. 2 things are happening here, possibly. 1, you have not constructed a personal framework. 2, you may be pulling your ideal clients out of the wrong entrepreneurial stage. I have a whole nother video on that, the 5 stages of entrepreneurship. Definitely check that out because if that's part of your stress, that'll be helpful as well if you're diving in the wrong pool. Now, but for setting goals and creating a strategy to achieve it, it's the third step in this behavioral change, the 5-point strategy here. And that when you set goals and you create a strategy to achieve it, number 1, I want you to consider your love language. Now, no, I'm not talking about the 5 love languages that we all read when we get married, but the same rule applies here. What do you need as a business owner to feel like you are motivated? What do you do to get motivated? And what do you do to stay motivated, right? That is part of your entrepreneurial love language. The next is, what do you need to feel like you're being heard? This comes into play when you are negotiating deals, when you are working with partners, when you are doing collaborations. When you set these goals and you create the strategy to achieve them, you're basically setting yourself up to make sure that these things are being taken care of with your love language. The other thing that you should create are circumstances for optimal success here. When you are setting goals, you need to know what it is you need to be your best and to do your best, okay? You gotta know that, or else when you walk into a situation, you're not going to feel as confident as you want to feel. Which is the next thing, you feel more confident in what it is you're doing, in your abilities to actually get the job done, because you've set yourself up in a way that you feel like, okay, this is what I need to do and be my best. As long as these things are in place, I feel confident in my abilities to get the job done. Also, you can feel accomplished and you can feel credible when the job is done, because if you've done your absolute best, regardless of how it goes, if it goes south, sis, if you've done your best, what more could you have asked for, right? That just meant that your best was not all that was necessary in that set of circumstances, or it's not your fault. It wasn't you. You know how we do sometimes when things don't go right, even if we did a fantastic job on our part of the project, if the project goes south, we sometimes sort of internalize that and put that on our own shoulders as if maybe we could have done something better. We could have done something different. It's only when we come up halfway to a project that we feel like, I probably should have done that thing. Step number 4 is to create systems and templates. Now, I talk about this in my program. I talk about all of this in my program, by the way, and that's coming soon. If you want to know more about it, learn more, I will leave the link below for you to join my reservation list of people who hear about this first and get all the amazing details and discounts, okay? So you want to be on that list. Okay, why systems and templates? Why is this important to your behavior change? Well, it is important because systems are for you, sis. Systems help you stay organized, right? Imagine if you didn't have all this crap in your brain that you were trying to remember, and you actually had a system for jotting down ideas and going through content, or a system for approaching new leads, or a system for email marketing. It also helps you make better decisions. When you know what your system has and what it needs to operate, you'll also know what is going to put a chink in your armor of that system, and you'll know that, doing XYZ thing could possibly, hem up or hold up the progress of what it is you're trying to do, so you can make a decision not to do that thing. It also might be a decision where it'll speed it up and it'll help things along. You will be able to make a better decision. Having systems they're my jam. I'm just gonna have to tell you. Also, they help you create or scale your business a lot easier because you have a system and a process, and you have steps, and there's a method to the madness. Behavior change will help. When you do this, you will be able to change your behavior and do better, be more to the people that you're serving. You'll be so surprised at how easy things can be. The stress, the overwhelm, the frustrations, all the things that happen in your business that are amplified when you don't have these things and you're not leveraging your personal brand to create these things, are going to make it very difficult for you to make the decisions when you get to the fork in the road. This is where the fear comes from, and you end up turning around and going back, and you end up not fulfilling your dreams, not accomplishing the thing that you set out to accomplish because you have not set up this 5-point personal branding strategy. But I'm gonna help you. Stick with me. We're going to get through it. What else? Templates. Now, your templates are for your ideal audience. This is so that they see you and you create that know, like, trust factor with them. Let me tell you how this works. When you create a template, they're gonna help you create credibility. You're gonna build a reputation, because if you think about it, and I've said this in other videos and other podcasts, look at your templates as, say you are a baker and you have a bakery and you have clients who come in from miles and miles around for your sugar cookie that is shaped like a duck. They are coming because every single time they come, that cookie is shaped like a duck, and that cookie tastes like they remember it tasting the last time. How is this possible? There is a cookie cutter in the shape of a duck that the baker uses, and there is a recipe for that sugar cookie the baker uses to make sure that that cookie tastes the same. These are his templates. Your templates are for your clients to know you and really find you credible, and it's to help you build a reputation for the person on the block in your industry who is hooking them up repeatedly over and over again with the same level of quality every time they come back to you. What's gonna happen, sis? Well, the next thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna see that consistency, because that's what else happens when you have a template. Consistency. And that is going to help them know you. They're gonna like you. When they see that consistency, they're gonna build a relationship with you because they like you. They know they can rely on what you are putting out. So not only is this template gonna give you credibility and it's gonna build your reputation, it's also going to help you with consistency, which is gonna help you build relationship. And then lastly, it's gonna help you grow your community, because those people who found you because of your reputation and started talking to you and engaging with you and building relationships are now going to have rapport with you and start sharing you with other people. So your community is going to grow. That's why you need systems and templates, and that's how you can create this behavioral change in your business. This is how it's going to affect you when you apply your personal brand. The last step in my 5-point strategy, personal branding strategy for behavior change, is to just rinse, wash, and repeat, sis. You're going to do this in every area of your life. You are going to identify those pain points or that bottleneck wherever it's happening in your business. That is step 1. Step 2 is you are going to construct that personal framework. This one, once you've done this once, you won't have to do this again. But in this step, the second go round, the third go round, this is where you're going to apply that personal framework. You're going to assess whether or not you are operating within that personal framework when you apply this 5-point strategy for behavioral change to all the other areas of your life. If you get to the point where I recognize my problem is this, then you're going to look at, okay, could it be a problem because I'm not operating within my personal framework? If it is, then we need to set up a goal to change that. And then the third thing is we need to create systems and a template so that we don't have this problem again, okay? So that is how we are using my 5-point personal branding strategy for behavioral change. I promised you that at the end of this, I would share with you a tangible way that you could do this. My book, the BTB Business Journal, is one way. Inside of it, I have a ton of information on how you can use your personal framework, your personal brand to really grow your business. But also in here, I have a challenge. It is the behavioral challenge, and it walks you through the 5 steps for behavioral change. It also has a way for you to track your behavior. We all know it takes a while to create a habit, to develop a habit. And so I help you with that by tracking that behavior. So if you need behavioral change, definitely grab this. I will link it in the description box below so that you can grab it. And if that is not your jam, then definitely grab my 8-step strategy to fortify your business and eliminate your competition. That is an audio file that you can listen no matter where you are. You can listen at night before you go to bed or on your drive to an appointment or to work. And I think it'll be very helpful. All right, guys, that does it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, and don't miss any episodes. By the way, I'm doing lots of fun stuff over on Instagram as well and TikTok, so make sure you're following me there. I could draw your name if you screenshot yourself watching this video. Screenshot yourself watching this video and tag me over on Instagram to be entered into a drawing to have coffee with me one morning, one-on-one, where I can talk to you about your personal brand and how we can do a better job leveraging it so that you can create that work-life balance, finding the intersection between your personal life and your business life for a quality of life. All right, guys, I hope that is good. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, I'll talk to you later. See you next week. Bye.